Hey guys, this is Anthony Morganti from anthonymorganti.com, and this is episode 169 of Photo Critiques. And in this episode, I'm pleased to critique the work of Joseph Parsons. Joseph sent in some nice shots. This first one, typical sunset. A couple things right off the bat. When you're doing a sunset, you should try to get something in the foreground, something silhouetted. It will make it more compelling. You could, if you could walk this scene, and maybe there's a tree you could have in here, or a person, something. You have some people way over here, but we need something a little more dominant in the shot. So that always helps a sunset, to have something silhouetted in the shot. Could be a sailboat going across the water. Anything will add some interest. Secondly, be real careful with the horizon. You see, it's crooked. We really want to keep those horizons straight. And typically you could just go down here in lens corrections, enable profile corrections, and then click auto, and it should straighten it out. Yeah, so it straightens it out. So you really like to do that in camera though, so you don't want to rely on like Lightroom or any of the other aftermarket type. I don't know why I said aftermarket. Any software program to do that. So you want to do it in camera. Try to keep it as straight as possible. This is a nice shot too. It's a little hazy the time of day. If you consider getting a circular polarizer for your lens, you just screw it on and then it spins, and you will spin it and it will actually dial out the haze. So consider getting a circular polarizer. And on this one too, the horizon is crooked. You could see how it's sloping down when you go left to right. So again, if we might not do it on this because the mountains, it might have overcorrected. Don't know. So yeah, that's straight. Okay, that's straight. Yeah. So there's before, there's after, before, after. You could see. So really try to get that in camera, and consider getting a circular polarizer too, as I mentioned. That'll help. It'll make the colors a lot richer too, and it will sometimes do adverse things like the reflections in the water. It might take those out, and you don't want that. So it's 6 of one, half a dozen of the other, as my mother used to say. This, interesting shot of fountain. Fountains are very difficult to photograph because there's usually people around them, and it's busy, and you get a busy scene. So that's what we have here. And this is crooked too. You can see how the fountain's tilted over to the left. So we really got to try to keep these straight in camera, if at all possible. And now it overcorrected a little bit and made it tilt a little bit too far to the right. Sometimes Lightroom does that, and then you just click it off, and then you could go over here and you could manually adjust it. Let me get that over there. Something like that, I think. So it's still a little crooked. But anyways, I'm trying to do it real fast, and I'm trying to talk at the same time. And those of you that know me, that I know I can't do two things at once. I can't multitask at all. So make sure you get this right in camera. These the last three were all a little crooked, so you want to keep them nice and straight. This, shot of the band playing. The trouble is it's high noon. Look at the shadows. They're going straight down, and that's the harshest light of the day just about. And we got all these wicked shadows on them. So it's really not very glamorous for people to have these bad shadows. So it's really a tough scene to photograph. It would have been better if they were over here in the shade. It would have been a nicer shot. But they're right here in the sun, and it's really a tough shot to photograph. This is a nice shot. Did a real nice job. The sky is very nice. Very nice photograph. You see how this building falls backwards? That's typical. It's not like anything the photographer did wrong. It's just the way the optics are with a lens and a camera. It makes tall buildings, when you're right in front of them, look like they're falling off backwards. And in the old days of film, and they still make them, there were tilt shift lenses, and you actually would have these little adjustments on the lens, and you could adjust it so the building would be straight up and down. But nowadays we have software, and we usually could just hit auto like that, and it will straighten the building right out. You can see how now it's not falling backwards off the page anymore. It was a little crooked too. As you can see, it's kind of lower on this side, higher on this side, and then with the corrections, it's nice and straight up and down now. This is a really busy scene. These are really, again, another tough scene to photograph. I mean, it's a beautiful Botanical Gardens, it looks like, but it's just hard to photograph. This is one where you really got to get a macro lens and a tripod and take some macro shots of flowers. And you know, there's beautiful flowers everywhere, and you could find some that are in shade and not in harsh light, I'm sure, and get some shots like that. But it's really hard to get a decent shot that isn't so busy. You did a nice job. I like this, how you're using this tree to kind of frame this over here. So I like that a lot. It's just, as I mentioned, it's tough to photograph. Also, I should add, on a shot like this too, you'd want to use a little smaller of an aperture, more like f11. It would, as you can see, it's focused here, but it's kind of blurry back here. And I should make a note. I jump back to here, like on your sunset, it's f6.3. That's a little bit too wide open. Go more like f8, f11. And at 1/2000th of a second, you had the leeway to do that. So if you go f8, f11, that ensures that you're getting the crispest shot possible, because most lenses are at their sharpest when they're 2 to 4 stops up from wide open. And since you were at 55 millimeters, this was f of 5.6, so more like f11 would have been really the sharpest that lens could be, and that's what you'd want on a shot like this. This one too, I would be more like f11. This one you're at f10, that's fine. This one's f10, that's fine, unless you wanted to get a little closer and shoot one of the people and get them to not be blended into the background. Then you'd want a really wide open aperture, so you'd want to be more like f3.5 or f of 4.5. And f11 you did, that's fine on this one. And like I mentioned, on this one should be f11 too. And on this shot, this is another one that, you know, it's a great composition. I like what you did. I think you should have just tilted the camera down just a little bit and not cut off the fountain down here. But the light, it's, you know, light governs us as photographers. It dictates how we approach taking a shot. And it's just the wrong time of day to get this shot, because we have these deep shadows right here. You need the sun behind you on this shot, or you need it in front of you, so you're getting like the sun behind the building. So this is one, if you could ever go back and go there at a different time of day. I'd also do something to try to eliminate this tree over here, because it's just, you know, a dying tree. We don't want to see that. So maybe get in a little closer, tilt your camera a little bit down, and you could probably get more of the building and less of this tree and this tree. And I think it would be a stronger composition. I think that's the last one. Yep, that's it for that set of photos. Thank you very much, Joseph, for sharing your photos with us. I really do appreciate it. Thank you everyone that watches all my videos. If you guys have time, go over to my website, anthonymorganti.com. I have all kinds of photography stuff over there. And if you go over to YouTube and subscribe to my YouTube channel, I'd really appreciate that. That's it for now. I'll talk to you guys soon.